Hello everybody, and welcome to another video. This is going to be another video log. I've been getting some good responses from these, and I used to do these a lot more, and I just kind of fell away from them a little bit. But I've been thinking about it recently, and I've been blessed to have this platform in terms of like some people, for some unknown reason, decide they'd like to hear me talk about things. So if I have this platform, I probably should be doing as much good with it as I possibly can. So although I'm certainly no professional in terms of giving life advice or anything like that, I have had some experience, and I may have had some experience that you didn't have, and I may have some experiences that can give you a little bit of perspective. So today I'm going to be talking about something else to kind of help maybe some personal development for you, and I'm going to be talking about getting up in the morning, and that might sound weird. He's like, what's there to say about that? And I'll explain exactly where I'm coming from here. There was a period of time not too long ago I was kind of finding myself in a little bit of a depressed state of mind, and there wasn't much that I wanted to do. And the thing that I found the hardest out of everything was getting up in the morning, and that's not something that I used to struggle with. Sleepy maybe, but I'd roll right out of bed, and I'd get on my feet, and I'd just start my day. It's not something that I tend to particularly have a hard time with, but maybe about 3 or 4 months ago, it just kind of really hit me. Between the winter blues and everything else that was going on in my life, some personal stuff, I just couldn't do it anymore. The alarm would go off, and I'd hit snooze, and I'd hit snooze, and I'd hit snooze. I'd snooze through my entire alarm. I'd snooze so much that my phone stopped actually going off. It was done. It wouldn't let me snooze anymore. And I was late for work a couple times, and I started kind of feeling bad about it because I'm like, great, I did this again. Why can't I just get up in the morning? Like, why is it so hard to get out of bed? And it took me a long time to kind of figure out what was going on. And that is that I had kind of become complacent with myself. I had decided that somewhere deep inside, in a way that may be hard to understand, I looked at myself and I said, you're miserable, and that's all you're ever going to be is miserable. And I believed it. I stopped thinking that I had a choice in the matter. I just kind of figured, no, your life sucks right now, and it's one day it might magically get better, but nothing you can do is going to change anything. Well, I'm just telling you it's wrong. That's not the right way to think, and it took me a long time it took me months to get back to the part where I was like, no, you can do something about it. That's what life is. Life is suffering. Get over it. Bad things happen all the time, and it doesn't mean anything about you if something bad happens to you. The important thing is that you don't allow it to just take over who you are. And that's what I did. I allowed it to just kind of, it became me. My misery became what I reflected out to the world. People saw me, and they didn't see Skimm. When I was at work, they didn't see me as a happy person. I reflected the misery that I felt, and people didn't want to hang out with me. People didn't want to, why would you? So if you're going through a hard time, and maybe you're feeling a little bit antisocial, you have a hard time getting up in the morning, I gotta tell you, you're not helping yourself by allowing you to get away with it. And every day that I hit that snooze alarm, I reinforced the part of my mind that said that you're miserable and that it's not going to change. So every morning, every time I hit that snooze button, you're miserable. I hit the snooze button. You're miserable. You can't do it. You can't get out of bed. Just lay here. There's no reason for you to get up. And I'm not talking. I have a darn easy life in comparison to a lot of people. I have no right to be miserable, honestly. And some of you guys probably have it better than you think as well. And some of you don't. But life is suffering. And you're miserable sometimes. The fact that we're not miserable all the time is nothing short of a miracle, because life is always going wrong compared to how we want it or how we picture it, how we imagine it to go. There's always something that's happening that isn't the way that you want it to be. And that's just kind of how it is. But I had I enabled myself to just sleep and snooze. And that little snooze button was my way of reinforcing this opinion that I had made up really in my head, saying that I was miserable and I could do nothing about it. Yeah, I was upset. My life wasn't going the way I had planned it. I wasn't where I thought I was going to be in life. And I allowed myself to just kind of beat myself up about it. And every time I hit that snooze button, I reinforced it. All right, Skim, so I'm miserable. So I don't want to get out of bed. How do I solve it? I don't know. I don't know how you solve it, but I can tell you what I did. I gave myself reasons to get out of bed. And I'm not talking about like I wrote these down. I'm talking like I'd lay there in bed, my alarm would go off, and I'd be like, you're going to get up today. It's like, snooze button. No, you're going to get up today because you're going to do X, Y, Z today. And you're going to enjoy that stuff too. So like there's so many reasons for you to get up. You're going to go outside today. You're going to enjoy, it's nice weather. It's supposed to be a good day. You're going to go outside. You're going to get up so you can have your coffee. I started using my coffee as an excuse to get out of bed. Get up so you could have your coffee. It sounds maybe small, maybe even sounds meaningless or like it wouldn't work for you, but it's so weird how you just sometimes you need a little bit extra. A little bit of something just to remind yourself that it's worth getting out of bed. And some mornings I open my eyes and I rub the sleep out and I was like, I just want to snooze. I just want to lay here. Why in the world would I get up? And then I'd say to myself out loud sometimes to get coffee. Oh, that's a good point. To take a shower. I could probably use one of those. To make some money. Money would be nice. I could buy some nice things if I had some money. Sure. Maybe that's a good enough reason. To work out. I do want to be a little bit stronger. To hang out with your friends. I remember there was a time I enjoyed that. You're right, Skim. I will get out of bed today. And I did. And I got out of bed. And even now I snooze sometimes. Like sometimes I'll have a bad week and I'll fall right back into it. Those old mechanisms in my brain just jump right back in there and say, you're miserable, snooze, snooze, snooze. But you can't let that happen. I'm not going to let it happen. So if you're struggling with something, if you're feeling like maybe you don't have the energy or you just don't want to get out of bed, sometimes life is hard, guys. And I'm sorry if your life is hard. It sucks. But I'll tell you what's not going to fix it. Snoozing your life is not going to fix it. It's not. So find a reason to get up. And get up early. Get up early and get up at the same time every day, even on the weekends. Give yourself a reason. Teach your brain that the best way to start off your day is by that alarm goes off, your feet hit the floor, and you're moving. That's such a little change, but you'd be surprised. Next thing you know, you're getting to work and you're moving. You're getting to school and you're just moving. You're not sitting there wondering, thinking, reminiscing about all the things you're missing out on or all the stuff that makes you miserable anymore. You've taught your brain that there's a reason for it. And that you've got to move. You got to move to the reason. It doesn't come to you. You know, a lot of times people think that it's the end result that matters. It's getting to the goal that matters. It's not getting to the goal that matters. When you get to a goal, it's gone. You have to create a new goal. Getting the goal isn't the fun part. The fun part is the journey to that goal. But to get on that journey, you have to get out of bed. The goal doesn't walk towards you. You got to get up. You got to start walking towards it. And as you walk towards it, you will find yourself being rewarded. Mentally, socially, in ways you may not even be able to understand. I've noticed just recently, I'm working on my confidence. And I'm working on meeting new people. And I'm working on getting out there a little bit more. All of a sudden, I'm hanging out with people I haven't seen in a long time. I'm meeting people all over the place. I'm making better conversation. It's like, that's all I had to do? Was get up and start going towards where I wanted to go, and just by the simple fact of moving that direction, I'm happier. I don't know. I don't know what it is that you have to do to get where it is that you want to go in life, but I have a little bit of advice for you. You're not going to get there by hitting the snooze button. It's the first thing I had to change before I saw any improvement. And now I'm feeling pretty alright. So I hope you guys enjoy. And I hope maybe you took something from this. And feel free to leave a comment down below if you want to discuss. I like to respond to you guys. and I like to know what kind of impact we're making for each other. I love this community. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like, a comment, subscribe, all that great awesome fun stuff. You know I really do appreciate it. And most importantly, as always, peace out. And don't hit that snooze button.